Have you ever wondered what nutritional consulting can do for you? Well, guess what? I'm so excited to have Shannon here today.
I'm excited to be here.
Okay, so I just met Shannon just now, and I am a nutritional consultant, and Shannon is here to help see how I can help her recover her health. So I am actually going to be asking Shannon some questions, get to know a little bit more about you, and then what we're going to do is we're going to leave with 3 action steps that you can take today so that you feel better within your next meal. Okay, that's how quickly this can work. Okay, so you ready?
Yep.
Okay,
I am
first of all,
ready.
congratulations for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I've got my little prompt here. These are the kind of the questions that I ask my clients. I'm not going to go super thorough because obviously, we don't have a lot of time. But I am going to give you an idea of how this kind of service works and how, if it's right for you, then please get a hold of me. So the first one is, the first question I have for you is, do you have any pre-existing medical conditions?
I have narcolepsy.
Yep. Who?
Narcolepsy,
Okay.
which is a sleep disorder.
Uh-huh.
And I have a good number of organs that are gone.
Okay, let's stop there.
Okay.
So, sleep disorder, when did that start?
When I was around 7.
Okay, and so what was the trigger?
I had an accident.
Okay.
And I believe I damaged the part of my brain that
Oh,
fires the neurons that make you sleep.
okay. And you believe that because you were diagnosed, and they did the scan and they found that out?
Yes.
Okay. And so, what was the accident? Was it a car accident?
Nope, I fell off a bike and I broke my jaw.
Oh, okay.
I hit the street face first.
Oh my goodness, okay. And so what, how was the treatments to get you to sleep? What was their solution, put it that way?
Drugs.
Okay, what kind of drugs?
I take dexedrine to stay awake and zopiclone to sleep.
Okay, and this has been since you were 7?
I didn't get diagnosed until I was in grade 6, so I was 12.
Okay, and how old are you now?
I'm 49.
Okay, so you've been on these medications for just over 40 years.
Yes.
Okay. Were you breastfed as a child?
No.
Okay. You were formula fed?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, were you cesarean?
No.
Okay, you were vaginal birth?
Yes.
Okay. And why didn't your birthing mummy...
I was tongue-tied.
Okay, and so you weren't able to
Latch on.
physically... Okay. And so what did they feed you?
Formula, I guess.
Okay. Did you have colic or anything, issues like that?
No.
Okay. When was the first time that you felt you weren't well? Like before age 7? Did anything happen before that?
I was hospitalized with severe diarrhea when I was 18 months old.
Okay. And did they look at what's going on, like the mom, what she was eating, or what you were consuming, or what was the languaging around that?
I don't recall specifically any information on that particular problem.
Okay. Were you on medication before age 7?
No.
So after age 7, was after the accident was when you were on medication?
Yeah, from 12.
So when you had severe diarrhea, they just let it go?
I was in the hospital for 5 days, or 7 days, something like
Did
that.
they give you any antibiotics or anything?
Probably.
Okay. So I just want you to learn this right now. The first 7 years is when you develop your immune system. Okay, it's called the innate immune system. If there's any interruption into that, which is medications medications typically, or even some trauma, then basically you didn't actually develop your innate immune system. What does that mean? It means that after age 7, you haven't developed these specific antibodies to be able to handle yourself when there's any kind of immune issue going on. And so you'll always be immune compromised. The first 7 years is your training ground to build a healthy immune system. So you puke, you pee, and you have diarrhea, and that's a normal reaction. If you integrate that with any kind of medication, the body goes, but hang on, I was trying to fight this issue, and I got assaulted, and now I'm confused. That's called autoimmune. So any interruption the first 7 years, we know that you're on your way to autoimmune. Doesn't mean it's a life sentence. It just means you have to fix your gut. and it's going to take at least 18 months. So that's the first step that you need to know, is the first 7 years is the most critical. Here's the other part. By age 18 months, your body has now fully developed the adrenal glands. What are the adrenal glands? Your fight or flight. If there's any interruption around the 18 months, then we know that you'll always have a stress response. What does that do? 90% of the hospitalizations are based on stress response, because it's like the underdiagnosed condition that is underlying to all sorts of things: heart disease, cancer, diabetes, all sorts of things. And we're seeing skyrocketed amounts. So we know that it's not a life sentence again, but this information is very powerful. How do you fix your adrenals? You're going to learn that today, because it's like super simple and it doesn't include a drug. Let's keep going, shall we? This is all fixable. Okay. Here we are, we're 7 years, you're on some medications, and do you want to give me a little bit more information after this? So you've had this accident, 7 years, you're not sleeping, they've got you on something to keep you awake, they've got you on something to keep you sleeping. Just kind of walk me through what's happened, say, at puberty.
My appendix ruptured and I was in the hospital for 2 months.
Okay, so that's the immune system. We were just talking about the appendix is the immune system. So it started when she was younger. Actually, it started likely when she was born. So here's how it works. Formula fed, it's not your fault. Believe me, it's not your fault. That's unnatural. So here we are, we're putting unnatural food at the time when the body is just immature. Okay, so you have an immature digestive tract, and you're looking for healthy immunoglobulins from the mom's breast milk. What are they? IgA, IgG, all these incredible immunoglobulins. What do? They actually infiltrate into the gut lining and they start to colonize, and now you start to have a healthy immune system. If that doesn't happen, you'll always have an issue with your immune system. It's not a life sentence. It means that is your weakness. So what? I have a weakness too. Mine's digestive system. When you know these things, you just need to do double duty. That's all you have to do. We got to do the right things. And we need to move forward with our health, because the body is a health, self-healing machine. Okay, you just got to do the right things. Shannon, you have some work ahead of you, but it's not like you can't do this. There is a step-by-step process that will actually get you to where you want to go, but we need to do the right step at the right time, okay? Awesome sauce. So at this point, we need to fix the gut, okay?
Yep.
And there is a probiotic here. It's an action step, I have to say it now. So there is it's by Genestra, and it's a baby formula probiotic that your body never got when it was first born. You must put that in the body before any other probiotics. Most people go, oh, soil probiotics, oh, these probiotics, oh, those. No, that's a waste of time. You need the ones that, they're actually bifidobacteria, because bifidobacteria need to be at the highest levels when you're first born. Later, it's lactobacillus. In the beginning, it's bifidobacteria. Otherwise, other types of bacteria start to colonate, like E. coli. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a probiotic. And I learned this from a French doctor, by the way, about 20 years ago, when I was in Toronto. And he said, it's HMF baby. And so you're like, I have to take a baby formula? Yes, you do. Because you need to put those specific formula into your body to start the colonization. HMF baby is where you need to start. It's likely 1 teaspoon a day, always with food, never away from food. Why? It's not going to work, because it needs to hit the digestive tract and get away from the stomach lining. And so that's the first step, because here's the thing, we need to get the gut right. That you're just going to be like, I'm telling you, the first step with everything is let's get that digestive tract working, because guess what else? That's where your neurotransmitters are sitting. What are they? That's your flight or flight response. So if you actually fix your gut, you fix your adrenal glands with also regular routine. So anyways, is this making sense? Okay, otherwise you'll be wasting your time forever.
Right.
So that's your first step.
Okay.
Okay, so here we are. We are, where are we at right now? We are, okay, so we talked about the appendix. Okay, so after that, what happened? Like, tell me about other parts that were taken out.
Okay, so
this is at puberty, the appendix. Okay, well, that's life-threatening.
Yep, and I was in the hospital for 2 months,
Yeah.
and they pumped me full of antibiotics and prayed.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 months after I got out, they took it out. And then the next thing that would have happened was when I was 18, I had my stomach stapled. And
Why?
to lose weight.
Why did you gain weight?
I was always overweight.
Okay, here's the other part. Ready? It's your microbiome. And so what happens is you have a certain amount of flora that is linked to lean people and a certain amount of flora that's linked to obesity. Firmicutes are the ones that are linked to obesity. Bacteroides are the ones linked to lean people. When you eat a certain way, you build up the Bacteroides and you remove the Firmicutes. So there's actually an eating plan of foods that you can do to actually feed the Bacteroides species, and you will naturally die off the Firmicutes. You can eat your way to be lean. It's called Eat More, Lose More. I'm actually going to be doing a talk and play a car December 7th at a hotel, which I'm happy to share that with you, and it should be recorded, but it's Eat More, Lose More, okay? This is mint information. You will not hear this anywhere else. Why? Because they're trying to sell you supplements, and they're trying to sell you dogma diets. It's not that. It's you need to do the right things at the right time. Otherwise, you will always waste your time. You'll be frustrated forever. So, are you getting the point right now?
Yes.
Okay. And so where we're at right now is the gut. We're fixing the gut, and we are going to eat in a certain way that's going to get you lean. Okay, you can eat to get lean, and that's actually my specialty. So, and you're in the right place, honey. Yeah, I'm really proud of you for being here.
Oh, I'm
it
glad
takes
to
a
be here.
lot of.
No, I've been looking for answers for a long time, so.
I love doing this. So much fun. I think I've been doing it forever, and I just really love it. Okay, so here we go. We got the pancreas that's out. We've got the okay, so the stomach staple, and so that means the stomach is smaller. So that means we won't be able to eat a lot of food at the at one sitting. But at the same time, there's actually some benefits to that, believe it or not. Anyways, let's keep going. So you have a stomach staple. There's no appendix, and you're on medication. Keep going.
So then when I was 21, I had a retropharyngeal abscess in my throat, and I had to have my tonsils taken out because that's where it lives, on the tonsils. Whatever, they didn't tell me what caused it. They just said it needed to be removed, so I had it taken out. And then the next thing would have been when I was 30. I had my stomach staple repaired, and they changed it to a Roux-en-Y gastric bypass. So then after that, I had my gallbladder out when I was 38, and I think that's the last thing.
Okay, so we need to stop right here. So, oh, this is so fun. So you said that the tonsils, that's an immune organ. Remember, when she was born, she had an immune issue. All these things are just showing up. They're actually showing up stronger than they were before. Why? Because the body's saying, listen to me. You're not fixing me. Bang, bang, bang. It's like a child grabbing your leg saying, mommy, 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 listen to me. And you're going, I don't want to listen to you right now. Come on, just shut the door. We aren't going to do that anymore because that's been 49 years. So we're going to stop that, and we're actually going to listen to the body because the body is so wise, it can heal. And what I want you to do is right now know that anybody who's had anything to do with tonsils has an immune issue. What does that mean? Your gut. Here's the other part. Please, please, please pay attention to this. I see this all the time, and it's just wrong. Okay, so the doctors are doing their best. It's not their fault. They're just not trained. Gallbladder is a liver issue. It's not a gallbladder issue. What does that mean? Liver makes bile. Bile gets stored in the gallbladder. The gallbladder is only a storage tank. It is the messenger. The gallbladder is not the problem. It's the liver that's the problem. Why is the liver congested? Because the gut. Remember, the gut is throwing all these toxins into your main organ of elimination called liver. That is the main one. And the liver gets overwhelmed. It's called fatty liver. That's why we actually get fat, Because the fat gets fatty. The liver gets fatty and it can't filter. And so the body becomes so overloaded with toxins that there's so much inflammation and just like this skyrocketed thing. So again, what are we going to do? We're going to go back to the gut. We're going to start to feed the body what it's designed to eat. Take the load off the body. Remove the stress. Feed the body what it needs. Nutrient rich, easy to absorb. And there's certain foods for sure to do that and how to cook them. And then what happens is the liver goes, oh my God, thank you so much. Now I can take a break. I have been overwhelmed for so long. Now I can start to, clear out. Obviously, we can do some drops to clear it out called the liver drops, which I do. I'm a detox specialist because it's part of the whole picture, but it doesn't matter. Fix the gut, you'll fix the liver. Here's what else happens. I don't know what happened with your kidneys, but what happens is if the liver gets overwhelmed, the kidney gets overwhelmed. Why? Because the liver throws everything in the freaking kidneys because it's overwhelmed. And remember, the kidneys are an organ of elimination. What does the kidneys do? Acid pain. Blood pressure. That's what it's responsible for. And so if you have pain, you have a kidney issue. If you have blood pressure issues, you have a kidney issue.
I don't have blood pressure issues.
Do you have pain?
Oh yeah.
Okay. The other part is you can get your blood work done, and if there's a GFR over 90, you're good. But if it's under 90, then you're not good. So blood doesn't lie. That's the other part of this whole thing. I'm throwing so much at you, but it doesn't matter.
No, I'm getting it.
Oh, girl. I hope you are too, because you're probably taking all these notes, but you can watch the replay. Don't worry about it. Okay, so where are we at right now? So here we are. And so your prescription is you need a digestive enzyme. Please don't do the wrong thing again. I'm so sorry, but there's so many mistakes. You need one with bile. You need a digestive enzyme with bile. Okay, ox bile. You also need it with betaine hydrochloric acid. Why? Because stomach acid is a starter kit of all digestion. If not, you're actually going to grow those critters in the lower bowel. Why? Because you're not getting rid of so the starter kit triggers the bile to then break down, to then get rid of the microbes in the gut. So it's like a systematic approach to fix the gut, which is a digestive enzyme with hydrochloric acid and bile, and the enzymes, lipase, pancrease, and all the other ASEs. ASEs are enzymes.
Right.
So please get a complete one. Don't do this, oh, I'm a vegan, I'm a vegetarian. If you are, we can talk. But really, you need bile and you need hydrochloric acid, otherwise you're going to waste your time. Okay, so here we are. I've got 2 supplements right now, HMF Baby. We're going to actually switch to HMF Intensive after, but we have to do HMF Baby first. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a digestive enzyme. And there's 2 brands that I recommend. No, they're not multi-level. No, they're professional, and I use Full Script. It's a dispensary. It's online. So this is like seeing a naturopath. It's like seeing a naturopath. And so these are clinically proven, all right? So they're not the other part. So anyways, we're doing a digestive enzyme, the one that I recommend. So we've got 2, just two. That's it. And then we can talk about the diet. But anyways, so that's where we're at.
Okay.
Anything else you want to share, sweetie?
Not specifically that I can think of.
Okay. All I'm going to do is end in your brain is going to fall off your head. But you know what? I'm going to end with one tip right now for any woman who wants to lose 20 pounds within 12 weeks, which is exactly the program that I have available, which you are such a fit for. It's called my Slim, Strong, and Sexy Forever program. It starts January 15th live, but you actually get the program now. I get you started, plus one-on-one with me. So you actually start to lose the weight in a healthy way, and it stays off for life, and you feel great, and you do the right things. Anyways, here is what you need to do diet-wise. First of all, you do need that digestive enzyme. Second of all, you need to eat protein every time you eat.
Okay.
You need to eat 30 to 50 grams of protein. I don't care where the protein comes from. Vegan, vegetarian, it doesn't matter. Amino acids is what I'm looking for. What are they? 9 amino acids. The body doesn't care. Ideally, it's animal proteins. It's going to raise the thermogenic effect, which is going to raise your metabolism. But you know what? If you're not into carnivore, if you're not into animal protein, I don't care. Body doesn't care either. You need the 9 essential amino acids. So fish, seafood, eggs, animal protein. I don't like nuts and seeds because they feed viruses. You can do protein powder. Whey isolate is the best. I know you're going to argue that, but it doesn't matter. It's going to build muscle. You could do plant-based protein powder, but basically what I do is I customize an eating plan, foods you love, so that your weight just starts to fall off in a way that stays off for life, and you get your health back, lovey.
Yay, that's what I want.
In a way that you can keep it. So no more frustration. Get that protein in every time you eat. And did you learn anything today?
Yeah. That
Okay.
the body is a perfectly amazing machine.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you for the 3 tips that I just gave you. I know. Put you on the spot.
I'm going to take the probiotic, the Genestra HMF baby, and the digestive enzymes that you recommend, and then I'm going to eat 30 to 50 grams of protein every time I eat.
Smart.
Hopefully that works.
Okay,
out.
hang on. Give me 5. Okay, thanks for joining in. And
Thanks.
again, if you're interested in the program, I know Shannon, you're perfect for it. Just get a hold of me, direct message me, Slim, and we could talk about if you're a fit for the program or not. Okay, see you later.
Bye.